Why do metals squeak? In the case of a door hinge, a squeak can often be fixed with a bit of lubricant, but this solution doesn't apply to a subway train. The squeaking of a door hinge or the screech of a subway train rounding a sharp curve can send shivers down your spine. But why do metals make these sounds? The reason lies in the periodic shift between sticking and slipping of metal parts against each other. The hardness and density of the material also amplify the squeaking sound. Sticking occurs when lubricants on the metal, like oil or water, are squeezed out under high contact pressure, explains Yip-Hwa Chung, a professor of materials science and engineering at Northwestern University. Sticking and slipping also happen when you drag your finger across a glass window. Friction is key, but it only explains the sticking part. It's the alternating between sticking and slipping that creates the squeaking sound, he says. This stick-slip motion causes the metal materials to vibrate and produce sound, says Chengji Shi, an associate professor of mechanical engineering at the University of Michigan. This can be compared to plucking a guitar string. As the metal sticks and slips, it vibrates. The frequency and intensity of the vibration depend on the shape and material of the metal. It's the friction-induced vibrations of the metal that produce the squeaking sound we hear, Shi explains. Other materials can resonate in a similar way, but metals generate particularly loud sounds, according to Naresh Thadhani, a professor of materials science and engineering at the Georgia Institute of Technology. Metals are generally denser and harder, giving them certain properties that enhance sound effects and resonance, Thadhani says. In other words, they create sound waves that travel faster and with greater amplitude. Thadhani also notes that the squeal of a subway train is much louder than that of a door hinge because greater pressure, speed, and size produce a larger sound. There are two ways to eliminate squeaking. The first is to reduce the load at the contact point. The second is to increase lubrication, says Chung. For a door hinge, adding a lubricant like WD-40 can reduce friction. However, in the case of a subway train, the squeak is necessary. The increased friction that helps the train stop and accelerate better is what causes the squeak, explains Hires. Eliminating friction by lubricating the tracks might reduce the annoying sound, but it could also endanger the train.